inside Tiger Stadium. LSU and Saturday night for the first ever meeting between. Here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Of course, Thomas, a couple of years ago, was a kick returner at LSU. Davion runs into his own man. Real plays, gets to start in the backfield. They will highlight real plays. We've got
receivers, tight ends, blocking. Second.
Ramos with the point.
One-on-one. Then the receiver. Number 4, C.J. Daniels.
And Sandgren back to return the kick. This one will sail through the back of the end. So we'll see how with turf toe, but he's averaging 15 yards, 2% of his passes, 9 touchdowns. The redshirt freshman out of Madison, Alabama. And he's out over the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Getting him on the run. One of the best.
Shamar Sandgren. Pass is caught by Sandgren. He is out over the feet. There's a chance we could see 3 or 4 tries.
I know, maybe even up to 5 guys total.
They'll lose a couple of yards. They went with Bull, those true freshmen. Now with his fit
of that defensive line. And the rest of the LSU defense able to.
Thomas back to return this punt. He stands at the 10-yard. On a short pass that he took, this is a South Alabama punt. Again! The 15 to the 10 to the 5 yards.
Explode. Campbell, the star, made the best left tackle.
First and goal for LSU.
So Durham back in at tailback. Keeps it himself. Bulldozes his way. DJ Chester, Miles Frazier.
Looking for in a game like this is just all the receivers and Mason Taylor getting it done in the blocking game, whether it's in the inside
of the end zone. Time to get an update. Let's head back when you roll in here. There's some movement.
No turnovers. Absolutely. Now they're.
4-man big collision at the 28 falls.
He is now their guy.
Bothwell, and it runs over the middle. That one is incomplete off the finger.
Pass like that. You want to get man coverage, crossing routes over the middle of the field. They get.
Tom trying to return one of the nation's top running backs in last year's country. Nice completion there from Nussmeier. Ball will be at the 31-yard line. Motion. Nussmeier looking that off. And he will have the first.
It's about to rip it and sees the corner. Webb drop off. Get the first down. This
play action. Nussmeier all day to throw. Daniels down to the 25-yard line. Off Durham left side inside the 20 now.
Coverage on the outside with Darius Webb, number
for 45 yards to Anderson. He'll have the first down.
2v2 on the outside with the safety about 10 yards. Will Campbell, 66.
They didn't have to call his number. Will foul. Hand off. Defensively, they've given up 270 yards. Close to a first down goes Bullock.
Down a little bit. I know it's a little stressful. You look up, and defense really has not helped you out at all. But
up behind the line of scrimmage, it was Witt. Lopez flushed under. Will keep it himself, and it's like it's from Wisconsin, anchoring the middle of that line is
on the tape, and yeah, execution at times a bit. They're big, they're fast, they're here in the first quarter.
So this offense kind of get rolling a little bit more.
Yeah, we need to convert.
And they did not convert the third
here in LSU.
This one is on the way, and 2 yards.
8
to Thomas at the 2-yard line. The 35, and he trips up to the 40. 5 of 7, 126 yards, and it actually took some time off the clock, over 4 minutes against Vanderbilt when they put up 261. Way up top, and he will overthrow his intended. There goes Durham, out over the 30 yards today. In the first game against South Carolina, they had 132. Last week, they had
zone. Gonna get zone coverage here.
Nussmeier
catches it, and then the yards after the catch is.
So back him up a little reverse to the 10, knocked out of bounds.
Tackle. We talk about Will Campbell. As you said, 86,
999 yards. Nussmeier.
Well, there's even Dave Neal.
Let me just see that with some big plays. They have found it. Again. Well, boy, today got started.
Man, I thought that offensive line was improved. Kentucky really
down. Handoff goes to Fluff with 6 touchdowns. The Sun Belt Conference in rushing. See what he did to the far side of the field. Flag down in the backfield. This pass batted in the air by Jeremiah Webb. He's out over the 20. Not
back on the move. Quick hitters. See if inside linebacker flies out.
Tackles. 3 of those are solo stops. Not much happening there. He's out over the Major Applewhite at a Texas A&M Texas football game. One of the last games he saw in here was putting up some big numbers.
Good coverage on the back end. No one open of his running back coming out of the backfield.
5. C.J. Daniels, who will be wrapped in a half maybe. Pushing everybody. The line judge on the far side, he initially got to the
on a dime. He kind of drifted a little bit. I'm talking about the reference where that ball is going to be marked.
7-10 over Northwestern State out of the S. You got to execute at a high level, no matter. 29-yard line. DJ Thomas Jones.
And kind of the struggles they've been having on that side of the football.
Lopez. Boy, he just doesn't have any. Paez. Been tough sledding for South Alabama.
True freshmen have been playing this year as well. Scheme.
Thomas lets that one push that today. 21-yard.
And they
pass is caught there. C.J. Daniels.
It's the rover for South Alabama down.
Anderson comes in motion. Nelson Taylor. He'll have it inside the throw over the middle again. Caught. And 6 more on the board. By way of the University of Alabama. Ramos trying to make it 35-3 if he can. Roy snaps. And 390.
Very excited the way he started the season off, and now for the remaining of the season, and he is
like you mentioned, Dave, but I said, why did you tell me that the world's too big to stay in one place?
With our own buddy Matt Stinchcomb on that. Finally pushed out of bounds around midfield. Second year at South Alabama, middle of that line of scrimmage.
Second and long, third and long, known pass. Snapping the football. There comes across or well afterwards, so you don't.
It's for loss already in the first half for LSU.
Out.
It's our 2-minute time since when we got to town. Talking about this defense called for by Thomas around the Baton Rouge area.
Need to develop the run game as we get ready to end this second quarter. You can check
the 10-yard line. They'll come near side as he is stopped around the 18.
Not what you want to see with.
And little miscommunication there with Kyron.
Adjustment. So, hey, I'm not protected back here.
Route caught there by making the play. So 3rd down off. He's had some yards rushing. Pass caught there by empty set. Anderson. He'll have another first.
That's 400 yards of offense in the first half.
The season for every field goal and extra. That last pickup. It's the most yards 2019, which was the national semifinal game. Durham limping off to that LSU. Nussmeier. Incomplete down, averaging over 18 yards a carry. Now picked off, and it is. Ladare.
Well, he had.
Gio Lopez. Incomplete down that far sideline. Last moment as Weeks had him wrapped up. Bail out this South Alabama offense, but it's the boys in the studio. Nowhere to go. He'll be dropped. It's this explosive group from South Alabama. Caden Durham, the true freshman, disappoint on the opening play from scrimmage. Yet to really put together a substantial in that second quarter. Jaguars will Indrell Bullock, and he is not over. Lopez Evan with another first down run inside LSU. Again, a run off the right side, and another
Freshman left guard comes around and takes care of the first fourth to get to the second level to make the next block.
brings in Fluff Bothwell. This handoff is inside. Gold slash, yep. This is only the second time they've worn it. See if we can't get you one.
Running the football, great balance, great rushing on 5 carries.
Bothwell in the backfield. Flat, but they will go underneath.
Another mesh.
Makes it 2nd down and 4. To Bothwell, who makes a nice grab, and he'll be out.
Excuse me, offensive tackles one-on-one. Making a nice stop in the open field there.
We get to the 25 and down around the 20 of the night. But
it has the ability to run
it up front. Boy, just when South question was my question.
But it was no.
Right.
But I mean, this is what we saw in the first half too.
1st and 15. Pass is caught. Touchdown, South Alabama. It's out.
It's off to the Jaguars.
Up and good. Down on the bayou, the banks of the Mississippi River. 1,000. Actually, attendance tonight was at Sebring. 30 on their opening possession of the 3rd. Nussmeier with a solid first half reception. This is a good throw out to Xavier Thomas.
And the seam balls, the go balls, but and then too, like a middle infielder to be able to get the ball.
Just shy of the 49.
At LSU of receivers fell, and hopefully get a guy like Chris Hilton back.
Tigers pick it up, swinging outside to South Alabama territory.
Mason Taylor has just been tremendous.
That one is dropped. 2nd down and 10. Williams, he's inside the 25. Now looking for Taylor and overthrows it by a few. Really understands that part of the game and of his thoughts on drive.
He has to start the season off.
Kyron Lacey.
Big question was who's going to replace the great receiver. Going to be on number 2, and he did not disappoint there in that
line of scrimmage on 3rd down and 10. Is picked off. South Alabama has their able to catch it. 2 interceptions tonight and a 22. Low pick. Nice game for South Alabama as Anthony.
But believe it or not, I talked to Gio this week and dreamed for him. In fact, it was far from it. He actually grew up wanting to racetrack when he was younger. He did a couple. His dad actually said you really should stick to sports. His mom focused on football, and it clearly has payoff. Time, you can see him right there, 5-year-old Gio.
He can get something going here in the second half. Is he eager? Boy, a different Jag
down the field.
Yes. And I think Ole Miss, Texas also picks up their first. Texas A&M holds off Arkansas goal. Hand it off to Bothwell, who drives freshman Fluff Bothwell.
This is when Gio's legs are in the flat.
Breaks 1 tackle. Ability early on. He's averaging rushing. And he's got a...
Come on now.
No, I don't like it. It's just the nature of the beast. Lopez looking. Let's see what Major Applewhite wants to. His helmet came flying off. I think. Boone, North Carolina, some of the pictures where I live, and they were set up basically in my front yard, for sure. So be sure to help some folks out at Red Cross. Catch is made there by Kyron Lacey.
Just a really sloppy interception from Garrett Nussmeier, just very uncareful.
From Aaron Anderson. He'll have the first down.
Defender.
Boot out of the field. That one is incomplete. He gets the handoff and is throws across the middle. Anderson. He'll be a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage
as well. Just a true freshman. With how well he looked in camp. And
3rd down, Nussmeier. First down, LSU at the 46. It'll play fake for Nussmeier. One is incomplete. Was trying to hit C.J. Daniels.
If he had a split second longer, the deep cross was coming.
Goes to Jackson. Taylor.
He looks like a receiver. So forth, what that position means in that league.
He'll have a first down blocking because obviously at the next level you better be able.
Well, yeah, I just think a lot of people just assume he's just a pass catcher to be able to block defenders.
Move. Leading it 35-10. Music. You got to go to YouTube Music and pull up and call Baton Rouge. It is one of the most
Illegal snaps. Offense.
Keelan Stadium last weekend. 160,000. Pass is caught inside the 5-yard.
Dave, I thought he handed the football off.
Nussmeier 6 for 403 and a couple of touchdowns. 28 works as they hand it off to 18. Josh.
He's declaring the Mike linebacker.
Not Emery available. With that one sails.
Perkins, he is an absolute stud, difference maker out there in the football field, and then week out. And I get it. It's been linebacker, defensive end, star position.
Movement up front. Wonder if that was his last game in an LSU. Weeks, but Major Burns has 8
For him to play on the inside.
He will be dropped at the 19-yard line. Thomas makes a man miss and then runs out of action. A man who was and actually started the year back there, and it looks like he may stay.
Yeah. Sees the offense so well, understands.
Johnson still dry. Freshman out of Lafayette, Louisiana.
4 reps during practice. Going to be interesting.
Get it to the 47. That's 14,451 touchdowns accounted for. Just digest. Jackson checks in at running back. He will throw it away. Good cut.
Yeah, but there's 2 picks still for him that he's going to go back and just perfect down the stretch.
Johnson, but covered well again by South. Darius Webb out there making a nice play. And kick, booming, will hit inside the PF at 7:45. Of course, you can watch anywhere, anytime. State getting some work here. At the 5, gets the handoff to 2:26.
You watch the film for the start of the season from Gio. Should be excited for a bright future the rest of the way.
And there from P.J. Martin, brought down
Kinley, the 5-star defensive tackle who made. Get the completion for another first down.
The Bishop Davenport could do, being
Starters to start the season off, and
dump off pass will pick up.
But in all of college football, this is the best offense that you'll see. Offense is going to be pretty darn good in the Sun Belt.
On the road at App State. Shoulder injury the last few weeks, but trying to get him some Sandgren. Turn the corner and be.
See some really good. It's kind of where college football has gone, and that's why you see a lot of.
Too far for Jeremiah Webb. Over the middle and behind the intended receiver. Been a gorgeous few days here in Baton Rouge. Change at quarterback here for the final quarterback room with Jaden Daniels and Garrett. Came out of high school, graded as one of the top up in an LSU uniform. From right.
Always valuable opportunities here for linemen, quarterbacks, and one thing to get reps.
And a first down run. Inside. Greatest plays in college football history. The Bluegrass back in Lexington. We were just in Lexington last week. Oh, first down again for LSU. Saturday, Missouri and Texas A&M. They have not quit and dumps it off to the tight end.
Trades Green as well at 6'7", 255, and then Pimpton 6'6", 2.
Some nifty footwork there from Caleb Jack, who put up 35 in the first half. South,
especially behind this offensive line, 6 foot.
So we will hit 10. LSU out in front. Looking at a first down and 10. They'll hand it to continue to move. So your take on LSU?
Devastating loss. You're going to look to. No man, like, this is a really good football back into the mix as well.
Go to the outside. 409, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That handoff goes to Caleb Jackson. 35 consecutive pass attempts. Pass. As LSU closing in on.
He wanted to offensively, but man, if you
Brian Kelly going over to shake hands. Grew up, played his high school football. Now